ریکورد. برای که شما نیستین الان هی خوب نشون بدم که شما هستین. الان خب
Yeah, no, that I have to wait here for another hour at least. Just yeah, just tell him,
Okay.
Yeah, just well, yeah. Yeah, no.
So
yeah, I know that, but,
the lesson that I'm going to teach you
I'm going to leave here
is that you learn that this there is the drawing here. You learn that this is a drawing that I have made it yesterday, a 2D drawing. And this 2D drawing is not actually a 2D drawing, it is a top view of this 3D model. This 3D model, the top view of it is this one. I have rotated the 3D model to look like that. So therefore, in this lesson, we want to see, after we draw a two-dimensional model, you draw a two-dimensional drawing, you want to turn it to 3D-dimensional drawing like this.
Yes.
How do we do it? The way we do it, she's ready to come. Can you please help that? Can you please help that Rosemary can see? So you are 4 right now. That's good. So what will happen that after you produce a 2D drawing, these TurboCAD and SolidWorks and AutoCAD, they have all got a defect. When you draw these lines, each line you draw it, the lines have got gaps in them. Yes. They do not lock to each other in this software.
Connected to each other.
No, there is a little gap that you cannot see. So it's not one piece when it is finished. So when the drawing is finished, the difference between this drawing and a polyline is like a مستطیل. But با اضلاع بیشتر. یا مثلا زوزنقه، یه چیزی که چند ضلعی. So therefore, when you draw a polyline around it, it covers all of the defects and gaps. A line they have invented called polyline, Chanzelli. So we have to use that one to cover all the defects around the perimeter of this model.
So you mean that
after we finish, we cannot turn this to a 3D model.
Oh, okay.
Unless
we use polyline.
We draw around it a border.
All right.
And that border is called polyline.
Yes.
یه مرزی باید دور این بکشیم که اون مرز رو چندزلی میگیم. چندزلیش میشه polyline. Polyline is like this. Can you please you two come and you two look at that one? In this drawing, in this when you go to model space, you want to change everything in model space, right? So you go here, it says, the option says modify, so we go to modify, you see? You see?
Yes.
Okay, you click modify, then when you see this sign, that is bigger than that, this sign means go to the next one. Go to the next one is called join polyline. Can you find it for me?
Join polyline.
Join polyline, یعنی چند ضلعی رو متصل کن.
Join
polyline, right. It says go to the modify, at the end is written join polyline. Huh? Okay, so if you are in the model space and it says
Oh.
Press modify join polygon. Select all lines at perimeter of the object and select finish option at the bottom left of the graphics editor. So what you do, you come and see modify
Join polyline.
and join polyline, then you press join polyline. There is an option comes here. Can you come close?
Yeah.
You see this one?
3D.
It's like a flag, Archana.
Oh yeah.
Black and white, like a
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah.
It's called, when I put my finger, my icon, my mouse on it, it says finish.
Yeah.
I do not want to do that because I've already done this on this object. So what I do is that after you finish the 2D drawing, you go to modify, join polyline, but you have to click on all of these drawings. You see? When you click on those ones, you click on this, you click on this, you click on this, all of these lines.
And then when you click it, what do you
All,
have to do?
you just click the left one.
Yeah, I click and then what else do you have to do?
So that when you press polyline, join polyline,
Yeah.
and click on all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, not this one, just the perimeter.
Yeah.
When you click, there will be a blue line created.
Oh.
So you will see something as turned blue.
Yeah.
That means a polyline is created.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So if a polyline is created, that means all of the perimeter of this 2D drawing is filled. Right? Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can make a 3D drawing.
Template.
Did you get it? Okay. So there is another thing you have to do. That, look at this one. There is on the top of this menu, you see blue cubes. You see blue cubes. Blue cubes is here. Right? Did you see the blue cubes?
Yep.
Okay. These blue cubes are important. It's called isometric view. Isometric view, to understand, I give you this box. This is a lasagna box, right? You want to know what is a isometric view.
Yeah.
Ordinary view means I keep this box in front of me and look at it. So if I go for the top, I see a square, top view.
Top view.
If I go to the left,
You see the side.
I see another square. That's a left view. If I go to the front, I see a rectangle. It's a front view. That's just normal views.
Yeah.
Okay. These are called world view. Not isometric view, world view.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if instead of looking at this one, this is bad, because when you hold something like this, people do not see that this is a 3D. They think it is 2D. Because you think this is 2D.
Yeah.
Because it is on the world view. I clicked on this to show this one like this, from the top only. To make it 3D, you have to look through it. Instead of making it straight, turn it 120, turn it 60 degrees towards yourself. And that way, in this space, it looks as if, when you look at it through this, as if these three, X and Y and Z, coordinates, they all have got 620 degrees with each other. Imaginary. So if Instead of looking at this lasagna box like this, turn it.
Yeah.
Turn it 60 degrees from yourself. It looks like that all the axes محور مختص شد 120 درجه با هم فاصله. Okay. So that's called isometric Persian. Isometric. In English, isometric. Did you get it? Isometric. So when I am here, I hold this one this way, not this way, this way. You will see that this is a three-dimensional. You see this face, you see this face, you see this face and this face. And you see that there is a height. So there is a height and there you see two faces. That shows that this is three-dimensional. But if I hold this like this,
It's on 2D.
2D.
It's the only one.
This is this one, this orange one.
They're all 2D, yeah?
No, they similar to 2D, no, but they have all the top view, left
Yeah,
view,
but
it is your eyes degree with this axis is different because it has to do with your eyes, the way you look. In this one, you look straight to the object.
Yeah.
In this one, you turn the object as it is. You see,
10
bent
minutes.
like this. This is called isometric. I hope that you learn it. If you learn all these difficulties, this will be much easier. Okay, now to start working, our goal in this lesson is to show this 2D view in a 3D view. So I go and click on southeast. If I put my icon on any of these four, it writes for me, says isometric southeast. SE means southeast. Junube Sharqi. This one isometric SW. Junube Qarbi. Southwest. Junube Qarbi. And this one isometric northeast. This one isometric northwest. Okay. So for this, to show it as it is, cheating you that this is not a 2D, this is actually a 3D. So I have to click on southeast. I click on southeast and see what happens. Did you see? So let Marian also see. This is, so I hold the I hold the wheel of my mouse, چرخ.
Yeah.
I hold it down, نگه میدارم، فشار میدم پایین، چرخ. I can rotate this. Do you see? Rotation. So you are learning how to rotate this. So what you do, this is a mouse. You hold your finger on the wheel, push it down, don't move it, push it down. This is dragging. Drag this. See, I push it down. Did you see? Push it down,
Yeah.
the wheel, and drag. You see? This is how you.
Change the view.
And if I turn the mouse,
You zoom in and zoom out.
I have to do it better, like this, for example. You see? You see? Which one is better? Did you see? Yeah. So you learned how to rotate the 3D object into the model space. Okay. By holding the wheel of the mouse down, dragging, you hold it. That's beautiful. You are a technician, you are an engineer, you are invited for interview. I was invited for interview when I was younger. They said, come for oil and gas for interview. I went for interview. The chief of the draftsmen was a mechanical engineer. Came and said, I learned software of AutoCAD by myself, and can you rotate these 3D piping for me at the computer? That was the interview. I failed because unto that year 3D AutoCAD had just come to the market and colleges didn't teach it. I learned 2D those days. You know what I mean? So it is very important that it is actually part of the interview. That whether you can rotate, he was rotating all the 3D pipe, rotating it, and said, can you do this for me to test my knowledge? I said, I haven't studied 3D yet, but I did the 3D in 2010. That made me motivated to go and learn it. I said, if it is so important, that comes to the interview. So it is important, he said. You see, you hold this mouse down and drag. See? You show your design to other people, you see? From each aspect, you know, there is a hole in there, you turn it on, inspect it. See? Whether, like this. So you learn how to rotate the 3D and how to make a 3D. Now, it's not, we haven't made it because I've already made this one. But today you learn how to do the polyline, to close all the gaps around the perimeter of a 2D object.
What does polyline do?
Polyline, for example, if I draw this one and these two lines do not reach together and there's 1 millimeter between them, when you are going to make a 3D option, it doesn't work on this machine.
Okay.
You have to close all the gap by an extra line around all of the اطراف پیرامون این جسم باید تو تمام یه خطی بکشی که پررنگ باشه تمام منافذ بپوشه.
It has to be a block, then you only can...
No, not block. This is different.
No, it's different.
I could make a block, it may be too difficult at this stage for you. So what has happened, after you finish the polyline, I told you that you have to click finish. Remember? So you learn to click polyline and then click on all those sides and then click finish. So the polyline is done. And then you click on southeast, you know the blue cube? Southeast, you click on that, so this object you can rotate it. If the object is already drawn. Okay. Now we go and see, we want to make this one a 3D object, right? So, to do a 3D object, if you have only drawn a 2D, you have to do the extrude, right? To do the extrude, it is another page, simple extrude. Here, simple extrude. In simple extrude is very easy. They come and draw a 2D drawing, a square or anything. And then they make it extruded. So what you do, you come here, you go to draw, and you come here to do. You see the draw?
Yeah.
You see the draw?
Yeah.
Okay. After the draw, what should we write? You say 3D object. 3-dimensional object. You see the 3D object?
Yeah.
Then it says 3D profile based. Profile based means this. This is a profile and the base, the bottom of this 3D is this.
Yeah.
3D profile based means you have already drawn a 2D, based on that you want to make a 3D.
Yeah.
And then simple extrude. Extrude in Persian means بیرون کشیدن. Extrude یعنی بیرون کشیدن. So what you do, you press simple extrude. Okay. So after you press the simple extrude, yeah. اونا رو من بهتون میزن دیگه، اونا رو همه رو داریم، بهتر شده. اینجوری یاد نمیگیری.
Simple extrude, yeah.
نه ببین draw 3D object, draw 3D object,
Yeah, I wrote.
3D profile base,
Yeah, I wrote that and then I extrude.
simple extrude. Did you learn it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So when you do the simple extrude,
20 minutes.
the simple extrude, this object is made. In the 10th lesson, I will go and draw lots of things for you, like cone, like box. I draw it, we extrude it for you.
Okay.
But in this lesson, we are just telling you the procedure because you haven't got the computers.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So what we do, the command will be a simple extrude, and I showed all of you, and you know where it is.
Yes.
Draw 3D object, 3D profile based, simple extrude. This extrusion tool sweeps a 2D profile in a plane perpendicular to the work plane. To create a 3D object, select the simple extrude tool and select the profile. Use the keyboard to access the height field and input 20. Press enter. Okay. When you do this, the computer is waiting that you give how much height. How much is this height?
2. 20.
I want to give 20.
Yeah.
Look at this. The bottom part, it's not here now. The bottom part, if you press draw,
3D object.
3D object,
In 3D.
3D profile based simple extrude, right?
Yeah.
Look here. Can you come, both of you? Both of you, Karim and Ali Raza.
Yeah.
It's written height 0 millimeter. As soon as you press that one, this comes. This was not here.
Yeah.
Things like this that come jump into the screen is called toolbar.
Toolbar.
There is 2 things you have to learn. One is palette. Palette, you can change it. It's not jumping. One is a toolbar, 2 things. Toolbar means the things like this that you can drag it from here. It's a small things about a small jobs.
Yes.
Palette is a big thing, like draw. This cannot move. The menu on the top cannot move.
All right.
But this one, as soon as you click the extrude, this one that was not here came out, saying, asking you what is the height.
Yes.
So you have to type here how much? 20 millimeters. Because I have changed this diameter to 20. Previously was inches. I've pressed it 20. So you type here 20 millimeters. So it will draw this one as I told you. Did you see? Did you see how it is? Good. So it will draw for you 20 millimeter and it extrude. Extrude means birun keshida. It is like this and it pull it out. Right. So now this object is not good because it has got too many lines in it. Look, this object has got lots of hidden lines. You see? These are the hidden lines. You see? Hidden lines.
Yeah.
So if I have a box of lasagna, I do not see what is inside. I only see a blue box. I want to have such a box. I do not want to see. When you are looking through here, you do not see. When you are looking through here, you do not see this line, do you? No.
No.
It's hidden.
Yes.
This is also hidden for you.
Yes.
For them, you can see. For you, you cannot see this line. So we want to get rid of hidden line to make it beautiful, like this box. So what you do? There is a command. The command says display options. Can you both come here? Can you two go to view? You see view?
View, yeah.
View. Visual styles. مدل دیدن و نمایش. مدل نمایش. Visual styles. So what is it written? Hidden lines. Hidden lines. خطوط نامری.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you press this one, I'm pressing it.
Yeah.
There is no. I'm working on this model. Did you see?
Sir, can I give you a call later?
You see? This one? All the hidden lines disappeared.
Okay.
Did you see?
Yes.
That as soon as I press, did you get it? Mary, Rosemary, you go to view,
Yeah.
click on view,
Yeah.
visual style,
Indian.
Yeah.
you see?
Yeah.
Hidden lines.
Yeah.
As soon as you click on that, all the hidden lines as I explained in the lasagna box will be disappeared.
First view, then visual style, and then what?
View, visual styles, hidden lines.
Hidden line.
No, not blocks.
Yeah, I know.
This
that.
is custom.
Yeah. I know.
Bozoktaras.
Yeah.
Bozoktaras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hidden line.
You see? Did you see?
Yes.
Good. So this is what it happens. That Marianne also see that this is not the same view as previous one. All the hidden lines is gone. So you are still here. Okay. So what has happened? We have a more beautiful 3D to show off to people.
Yeah.
It still is not as good as this. Draft render is the option.
Yeah.
That how do we do the draft render? Draft render painted.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit, I will read over it to make it more than just informal telling about it. It says that draft render provides a uniform color over the object so that surface lines, faces and contour edges are displayed, but interior and contour lines are removed. Managing materials in the render manager. So you can also put materials on it. So for example, someone has got an oil and gas, there is a lot of pipes that they deal with. Piping industry is very strong in Western Australia, piping industry. There's a lot of jobs, anyone who wants to be a piping engineer or piping technician. So, some pipes that has to do with building design is copper, mess, garments. Okay. So here, we have an option called material. So we can choose the material for this. So this object, that is, I showed it to you, this object
Get the same color.
is being made from the mess, copper. So this option is in TurboCAD and I will show you how. Good. So he said draft render is when you do not care about material. You just want to make it beautiful like this box. So draft render at this stage is good for you, but I will show you